Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm talking Deal or No Deal Island. This is season 2, episode 2. Apologies about the late release. We just had, again, just crazy week, and it might be like that next week as well. But hopefully to have this out in the future, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday. But we are still here, and I am enjoying the season so far. I think it's pretty good. We have a new player enter the game, Big Brother player. Um, Before I get started on that, just remember we don't really watch Big Brother on the show or this page, and frankly, we don't really have a lot of respect for Big Brother. So Dr. Will coming in. Apparently he says he's the best game player ever. I know he had a little bit of stint as like a side character on The Traders, I think season 1 and season 2. Um, yeah, I have no really impressions of him. He says he's the best game player. I think he was on like an earlier seasons, maybe like season 2. I don't really know because again, I don't watch the show. Let me know if you do watch that show if you think he's the best game player ever. If that's the case. If he's an early season when they're on season 25. That I don't know what that says about anybody, but um, let us know. And he just seems like he is in here to. I mean, he's just another personality. And I mean, I will say this about Deal or No Deal on. I do like the mix of a few like previous show game players and civilians, and I think like it's a good mix. You don't want to have like a 50-50 match of celebrity or reality TV people to civilians, but I think it's good. And it looks like from the preview he's going to come in, kind of tell everybody that who Parvati is. I still think that he might be able to persevere, or she might be able to persevere, because she is. I mean, Parvati is a really good game. She was great on Survivor, okay on Traders, but she was awesome on Survivor. And I think this is more like her speed, because it's a little more of a team game to an extent. But the way they get here, they have a game called Twisted Treasure Hunt, and you have to a bunch of unmarked cases. Joe has the map. It shows where all the cases are. He rips it up, and he gives each pair. You have to go open the pairs of two, and you will try to come back with the highest case that you can. Obviously, same rules apply. The highest case that comes back is safe. The lowest, this one, in this case, the lowest two teams, so two cases, are vulnerable to be facing the banker. And the twist here is each map has like two cases you can go to. Parvati and Philip team up, and they have the Joe makes like a little pun about shedding a tear. And in this shed, there's a shed on their section of the map where they go to, and there's a $1.5 million case. They don't know the value of it, but if they go in the case, there's a sign on the door that says like if you come in here, the game will change. So by choosing this case and getting a high case that keeps them safe and puts like a big pot pool or a big case into the pool of for the banker this week, Dr. Will enters the game. So a lot of the people were calling him a vampire. They showed a clip of him. His season, I mean, he did look really young. That's why I think it might have been season 2 or like something under 5. I just, again, we don't watch those shows and we just don't have a lot of respect for anybody on those shows. So two teams are at risk. We have CK and Lachelle and Sydney and Rock. And they are going to face the banker as a team, but only one person is going to go home. So I do actually do like this little aspect of it. So like there's two teams. Whoever faces the banker as a team, if they lose, I think the eliminated team, whoever loses, whether CK and Lachelle get it right or Rock and Sydney get it right, they get to pick somebody from the other team. And if they don't make a good deal, the other team that was vulnerable picks one of the people as well. So just like a little more stake in the game. Um, Dr. Will comes in with like some speech about like how they only made $1, pulls out $1, like this is all you did, yada yada yada. Um, Cass doesn't really love it. I think they felt offended by his speech. But again, it's reality TV. If he comes in and shakes it up and makes people like a little more drama, I'm all for it. But again, saying I'm the best Big Brother game, best Big Brother player ever doesn't hold a lot of weight for me. Um, so CK and Lachelle are going to play. That's what Parvati and Philip decide. And while they're doing the banker ceremony, in the middle, I think it was like either the first or the second, uh, like when they need to decide if they want to take the deal. Sydney stands up, gives like a little like speech during the middle of this, and it's I don't think I think because they were originally going rock because they can just use Sydney as a shield, but I think when after this speech they're like, "What's up with this chick? Like she's a loose cannon. There's no reason to keep her. Like what's her deal?" and she like kind of apologizes for like taking all the credit for last week, and even though again it's just like it's just because you I guess you won, but or you made a decision, but they ended up taking the deal for 281,000, and they had a $500 case, so that was a good deal. And they have to choose between eliminating Rock or Sydney. They eliminate Sydney, so they were leaning towards Rock, but I think this was more of the party, like, hey, we should get rid of Rock. So either the CK and the Shell had their own idea, and that's why like they don't need to follow the herd. If they did, they made a decision for themselves, see how it impacts the game. Same amount of players though, because Sydney leaving, Rock steps in. Um, but I thought it was good. I enjoy the show. I think it's nice. It's a nice little switch up of some of the other stuff we watch, where it's just like it's just fun. It's fun, and yeah, I think it's a good. I mean, season one was good, and I think season two has been very good so far, and it's been a nice little watch. Just unfortunate that it kind of gets swept under the wayside. We have Love Island every day. We have Traders 3 days a week, then U.S. Traders 1 day a week, and all these other shows. So it just kind of gets lost in the shuffle of things. But appreciate everyone for watching. I will try to have see episode three review out a little quicker and more timely next time. And look out for we have Germany reunion that aired. So it's 1:40 p.m. Eastern time right now. And I gotta still watch that. That came out at 12 p.m. our time. So the Germany Love is Blind reunion. Who knows if it'll actually be good. Season was not very good. And then we also have Love Island All Stars tonight. So little light stuff before we get started in the week. And let us know of any other show suggestions you have. That definitely check them out. Getting near the end of my 90 Day Fiance like marathon watch, so I'll definitely will need some new things to check out and possibly do reviews on. So appreciate y'all for watching. I will talk to you next video. Have a good and rest of your weekend. Peace.